Hi guys, welcome to Free Tutorial TV and Python course for beginners. And this video we will learn how to use encapsulation in Python. Encapsulation is one of the most important principle in object-oriented programming. So let's get started. I will be using this car class and the rectangle class which we have been using in the previous videos. Also, and let me remove the print statements because we don't want them right now. Now let's say we want to change the value of speed. So if you want to change the value of speed, you can simply take your object, for example for the Ford dot, your attribute name, for example speed, and then you can directly change it. For example 300. And when I run the program, it's going to print the new speed, which is 300. Initially we have set the speed to 200 in here. We can also put, let's say, the speed string, which is very stupid, but will it work? It works. You can see here, and this can break the function in which the speed is used. So therefore it is very important that we protect our data and only give the access to our data to the other users. So encapsulation is particularly important when you want to give it your code to some other people, because they might want to change your code. So let's see how we can encapsulate our code. So to encapsulate our code we create functions. So let's create a first function which is to set the value of speed. So I'm going to just say set underscore speed, and inside the parenthesis it's going to take self as the first argument, which is default, and second is the value of speed. So I can say value here. Right. And then once we have the value of speed, we can just call self.speed is equal to value. Similarly, we can create our get method for the speed. So right now we have created a set of method to set the speed. And now we are going to create a get method to get the speed. And in order to get the speed, we don't need to pass any argument. We just need to return the speed which is already set. So we can just write it down and then self.speed. So we have created two functions, set and get. These are also called setter and getter for the attribute which is speed in our case. So let's use these functions instead of for this kind of setting of data. So first of all I'm going to call this for the object Ford.setSpeed method out of this object. And then I'm going to pass the new speed using this set method. Now in order to get the speed, I can write, instead of this Ford.speed, I can just write Ford.getSpeed, which is going to give me the speed of this Ford, the object. So I'm going to run the code, and you can see print the speed, which we have set using the set method. But still, will this protect your data? Let's see. So I'm going to once again try to use Ford.speed. And then I will try to set the new value of speed. Will it be a problem? No. So you can see when I try to get the speed, the new speed is set. And we want to prevent this kind of setting off data using this equal to symbol. So we need to somehow make our attribute private. Now if you are familiar with other object-oriented programming languages like Java or C++, they use their keywords like public, private or protected in order to mark their attributes or the member variables as the private or public or protected. But Python doesn't have any of these keywords. So how we can make our data up private? So let me give you, first of all, an example. So I'm going to go to this class which is hello. And here I'm going to set some values. So first value is, for example, self.a is equal to 10, second value is self._b is equal to 20. And the third value self.__ that c is equal to 30. So we have created three member variables in this hello class. One is a, second is a_b, and c is with 2 underscore in front of it. And let's try to access all these three values. I'm going to just use the print method and then the hello object.a. And similarly I will use this print to get the value of hello._b and also .__c, and let's try to run this program. And let's see what happens. And you can see here the first value which is printed here is 10, which is the value inside the variable. So this code was executed successfully. Now we can see here that 20 is also printed, that means this code is also executed successfully. But at the time of __c, when we want to use this __c outside that class, it says hello. Object has no attributes called __c, and this is the point. So the underscore you can use to make your attribute private. Okay, so this is our convention. There is no keywords like private in Python. That's why Python uses this kind of convention in which whenever you use double underscores it makes your data private. When you use a single underscore, that also means that it's a private variable, but this is only a convention. Nothing stops you to change the value of _b. Or accessing the value of _b. Okay, so if you truly want to make your data private, then use double underscore in front of your variable. When you use a single underscore, that means it's a partially private variable and it's only a convention. Okay, so let's go to our car class once again. And now we know that we can add a double underscore in front of all variable names, and we have two variables here. One is speed. So let's add double underscore in front of speed, and also let's double underscore in front of this color variable to make both of them private. So I'm going to change this value of speed in getter and setter also. And now let's try to access this value using this for the object which is __speed. Now let's try to run our program, so I'm going to change the file and then run our program, and you will see that it's going to give us an error, and this error says the car object has no attribute called color, because this variable color is private. Now also you will observe that the value of the speed is 300, which is set by the set function, even though we have a set does speed again to 400 using this __speed. By this speed is not changed. Right, so we cannot change the speed using this ___ variable, because now it's a private variable. And that means we cannot change the value using this variable. We need to use this set function in order to change the value of the speed. Also, if you want to use this __ the color, and let's run the code, this will also give you an error because this __ color is private. So either you can remove this code, or you can create the setter and getter method for that color also. So let's create the setter and getter for the color. And now we can access the value of color using .getColor method, right? So instead of this getSpeed, we can just wait for the .getColor, and it's going to give us the value of color. And now you can see that there is no error, and the speed here is 300 under, which we have set using the setB the method, and color is red, which is the color we had given using this argument in the constructor. And this type of restricting your data access using functions is called encapsulation. Let's do the same thing with our rectangle class also, and let's create the setter and get method inside the rectangle class. So if you already know, we can use this define, and then we can first of all set, for example, set the height first of all, and then we can give the value of height here. And then self.height is equal to height. Right. And don't forget, you need to give double underscore in front of your attributes in order to make them private. So I'm going to do just that. And let's create the getHeight method also. So now we have created the setter and getter for the height, and let's do the same for the width also. So now you have made the height and weight as private. And we have created a setter and getter for the height and weight. And now in order to calculate the area we can define one more method here, which is the area method. So let's create the area method here. And this area my is not going to take any argument, they are just going to return the multiplication of the height, so self dot height multiplied by self dot underscore underscore width. OK. Which will give us the area of this rectangle. And we can call this area method instead of using this kind of notation. So that rect1.area and react2.area. Also let's run the code by changing the file name and run this code. And you can see the area is printed now. So this is how you can use an encapsulation in Python to hide your data. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Have a nice day.